Oh, hi guys, it's Sunday afternoon, the 13th I believe of October. I forgot to get video doing this. I got the moldboards cleaned up, you saw that, and I got them primed, and this will show, hopefully you can see the divots that are rusted in these moldboards from sitting in the dirt all that time. Yeah, this stuff right here will cause you a butt ache trying to plow, because if the moldboard is rough, stuff doesn't want to slide. With all these divots, it'll stick to those holes and it just makes a mess. So I sanded these down good, hit them with some good heavy coat of automotive primer to seal it up, you might say. This one's particularly bad. Crossed it, but this primer will help. It'll let it get slick and slide over, and the more it slides over, the more it starts taking the primer off and it starts shining the bottoms up good. Also got my repair cleaned up and primed. I believe it'll work just fine. At some point in the future this breaks, I can make a new one, but it'll be out of heavier material than this. That's kind of thin, to say the least. But we have the technology to make one, so that's not going to be a big deal. I don't know for sure. I'm thinking about looking into getting a new set of shins here, because they're not wore off, they're rusted off from sitting. And as I've said, that may need to be adjusted now. Dang, it got loose. I have to take it back apart and tighten it up. But that's what you get when you get into used stuff. You got to adjust it and then readjust it and get everything where it needs to be. I don't know about that one. Still kind of stiff, but of course I had to get it out of place. At an angle for some reason. It'll work there. Next one up is about where it needs to be. That one, I think, yeah, that one's like it's supposed to be right there. This one's close, but it needs to come over just a hair. But these are minor adjustments. Pain in the butt, but minor in the grand scheme of things. May start this up and get the plow straight, get off and look at it. But kind of as you can see, you look at the inside of the second bottom on the beam, and it's more lined up with the center of the tractor, like it should be. Spacing wise, on the 3-point, it's pretty even. So it's in a neutral position, which is good. But this being lined up here with the center link tells me the plow is pulling from the center of the plow. It's not pulling one way or the other more. It's pulling at the center, which is what it should be. When you start pulling one side or the other, you'll pull the 3-point arms in or out, and that's not good. It needs to pull straight, like it's hopefully going to do. Don't know what I'm going to get into this afternoon. May not get into much anything being Sunday, and especially after the week I've had. It's been a long, hard week. I'm doing this, the furnace in the house, which they didn't get fixed. They were here yesterday, Saturday, because the furnace didn't come on Friday night. So they came back to try to fix it. All in all, I'm pleased with how this plow is turning out. Just not sure about that Kohler though, being over. And I tightened that one up, so that one's kind of a surprise that it's loose. But I have to open it up and take a look. But it's been repaired. I can move this now without any problem. I can move this now without any problem. I can move the hitch. It'll move now. Because like I said, this plow's set for the last, I'm going to say 20 years at least unused. And it just sat in the ground. That's why the points were rotted off of it. They weren't worn off, they were rotted. Everything was stiff. So it's getting broke loose now. I really wished I could have found that other Kohler like this for the back, but I don't know what happened to it. Nobody down there knew, and they just stuck that one over there on it. That I'm not sure what it's off of, but it's plumb wore out. So it's got one off of white now. I'm gonna get out of here, guys. I wanted to show this kind of finished product of the sanding the moldboards down, and why, kind of show why I did it. And like I say, when you have divots rusted out like that, you know, this is the best thing you can do. Sand it down, prime it heavy. Spots like, sorry guys, the batteries died. But ideally, you would want to fill those in, either maybe some JB weld, or braze them and grind it down. But it's a little bit too much for any of those, so they're just going to have to be like they are. It is what it is, and it'll work. But I think this pretty much concludes the work on the plow. Until I get it back in the field and actually do a little plowing with it, because I know there's going to have to be some adjustments made, and it'll probably be here on the tree. I just don't know exactly what yet, but it will, if my measured right, it should be the edge of the tire. I don't know yet, but I may have to move it, you know, which is really no big deal. I can move it. So we'll see you next time, guys. And as always, please comment, rate, and subscribe. Probably the next time you see this, it'll be in the field. So we'll see you next time, guys. And as always, please comment, rate, and subscribe. And hope I can just go to it. See you next time, guys.